Uh, my brother, my sister, I don't lie to you that the turbulence is too high, very, very high. And the situation already out of our hand. I just want to request for you today, all of us, all over the world, to pray for our leaders. I say, all of us, all over the world, to pray for our leaders. It's because Goliath is winning on their side. Goliath is winning on their side. And February, March, the turbulence is going to be so higher, very, very higher, to their side. And we need to pray that God can intervene. If not, we are going to lose more. Those like writing, they must write. I say we need to pray for our leaders. It's because Goliath have taken over in their side. And February and March is going to be very turbulent to them. And if we don't pray for them, we are going to lose more. We need to pray for our leaders. What God told me is because when they trust, the ancestral spirit are taking over. And they want more sacrifice. And they cannot sacrifice a small head like Dr. Kombe. They're only able to sacrifice a big head. So for now, we need to pray. We need to pray for our leaders. The whole world, thank God, Americans are there, Canadians are there, United Kingdom is there, Germany is there, Sweden is there, Australia is there, Botswana, South Africa. I mean, many countries are represented all over the world on our interactive. I say, pray for our leaders all over the world. I say, all over the world. You know, if somebody is in prison, he cannot make any effort for himself to come out of prison. The people outside the prison will help him or her that he can be released from prison. I think that's my good explanation. If someone is in prison, himself, he can, I know I'll be waiting for them for quite long, because there's some places you have to go, there's some things you have to do. You are being denied that freedom. Now, the people outside is going to see the lawyers, see other people for intervention. But for this situation, there's no heavenly lawyer can help them. We need a spiritual lawyer. So that shows, since you are a Christian, you deal with spirituality, only you can help them to come out of the mess. I call it mess. Only you can help them to come out of the mess. It's no longer in their hand. No one to blame. No one to blame, like I said to you. It's a situation has caught us. We are being caught by the situation. I wish if we could know, could be like 5 wise ladies who had oil in their lamp before the husband came. If we could know, could be like 5 wise ladies who had oil already before the husband came. But unfortunately, we are in fools, 5 women who did not have oil before the husband came. Now right now we're going to look for oil. I don't know where I'm going to look for the oil. I don't know where we're going to look for the oil that can put in the line. That the situation we're in. I know you'll be asking many questions, but don't worry, because this is the way God has taught me that some of the things we cannot tell you directly. We must speak in parable. God himself is going to visit you in a special way to help you to understand what we are talking about. But like I said, we need to pray for our leader all over the world. I do not specify any place, because the turbulent is the whole world. If you, Aisha, don't pray, because the Goliath is winning, they're already inside the prison, it's us who are outside must help them how they can come out of that mess. And if we don't pray, we are going to lose more. Because they're losing, not only they're losing, it's our losing, all of us. So we need to pray that we don't want to lose. I think that was my message established already. Though we are the role to play in this particular journey. We need to play a big role. But nevertheless, it's going to come to pass, but with a great price. It's going to come to pass, but with a great price. A great price, what I mean, you can lose more. So we need to pray. Now, by God's grace, God has given this opportunity. But big people like David, they could be having a peace of mind just to give their people the link. That way they can get solution. They're failing. And how do you think we can help? So we're still waiting for the tithe and offering, because people say we've set only the church because of tithe and offering. But before the tithe and offering from WCCC come, please, they could give the people, today Sunday, they could give the link to people. Because we're losing, my brother, my sister, we're losing. Until now, we don't understand that the battle we're in is not a physical battle. We're not going to handle it. We've been speaking all along. I've seen it. He also went to the mountain. He said the same thing. Me, I'm here on the forest. They say the same thing. Other people are there on the water saying the same thing. Now, why the message are not reaching you? You've seen for yourself, few other people had that same challenge, rushed on the interactive. By God's grace, I was giving an example of my friend Abraham. In his age, when the fever got to 40 and 41, because I remember in 2012, that was my problem. I had a fever for 40. That fever nearly taking me away. But with God's intervention, we've seen other places where they put God number one. They're winning. that Goliath is dead. But for some of us, I know, I just want to tell you the secret. Even when I was in hospital, I was having my anointed water, my sticker. Because for the first thing, the doctor said they have to operate me. From here until down there. I said to them, I don't want operation. They said, oh, I'm going to die. I said, let me die. Now, if I could not have this revelation to operate me, I think I could die. Because there's no sickness that was hiding there. So that you need, before you go to see the doctor, you need to pray. When you pray, God is going to give the wisdom to the doctor that is going to treat you, to write a right medication for you. If they not have an answer, you call another one and say, I'm referring you to Dr. Justin. And you thank God there's some doctor these days, they can refer you to be taken care by the spiritual people. As a go and seek help from a pastor who can able to pray for you. We thank God these kind of doctors. One of them, Dr. Kombe, is there. Though it's very important to must understand that we are not physically. The physically only cover the big things that is hidden spiritually. We are not physically. This cover you see outside is covering the big things that is hidden inside. And that the big thing that makes you who you are, and that gives you life. This body is not connected to God. It's your soul is connected to God. It's that gives human being life. But if this soul is being detached from God, and one thing I want to show you today is like this. If you are not being controlled by God, you cannot be controlled by yourself. You are being controlled by the devil. You only have two masters. Or you have Master God or Master Devil. And there is no way you can be half to the Master Devil or half to Master God. Or you belong to the devil or you belong to God. Is where the whole scenario is. Now, many of us, we don't know where we belong to. We only mention God, but we don't belong to Him. We only talk about God, but we don't belong to Him. That we see we're trying all our best. That as you are being captured in a captivity, like I said to you, we need to pray, because in the realm of the Spirit, God showed me that our leaders are struggling, especially at this particular period. They are trying all their best, but it is beyond them. It's beyond them. It is beyond them. But because it takes time for people to understand, we need to wake up and rise up and pray. But I said to you, the turbulence will continue in February and in March. If we don't pray, we are going to lose more, because we are losing already. Though, David said, we need your help, we need your prayer, we need your spiritual support. because of what we are going through. You see, someone who is captured in prison, he have no any effort to make. It's because it's limited. But those are outside the prison will make sure to fight that the person that is in prison can be released. Is where God told me to call you and to let you know what is happening and what will continue to happen and how the situation is getting tight and tight. Like I said to you, in that area, Goliath is winning. And when Goliath is winning, he's looking for you, David, to go there and strike the Goliath on their behalf. That at the end of the day, they must have peace. If not, it's a disaster. Because we're already in the disaster. It's going to be more than disaster. You are the one who rubbed shoulders with them when we heard the message. Try to take it there. Because me, what God give it to me, that means we are making sure that Blessing TV must come alive, because I can come live anytime from now. When I'm going to bring back the Blessing TV online 24 hours. I'm not setting on the screen, but 24 hours. You can get Blessing TV on your phone 24 hours. And I'm going to be surprising you, but because anytime I can come onto the screen to tell you. We want to read. We read on the book of 1 Samuel chapter 17. 1 Samuel chapter 17. 1 Samuel chapter 17. I'm going to start reading from verse 45. Verse 45, it reads that David says to the Philistine, "You are coming against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the army of justice, who you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you unto my hand, and I will strike you down and cut off your head. This very day I will give the carcass of the Philistine army to the bear and the wild animal, and the whole world will know that there is God in justice." Though can you see yourself that I'm trying to say here, David. David is the same time you and I were in. We are trying all the means to fight Goliath. But my brother, my sister, we must admit that the Goliath is winning. We must admit that the Goliath is winning. As some of us were failed in all our knowledge and capability, that we needed David to come to our rescue. we need David to come to our rescue. Because he said to the Philistine, I say, you come to me with sword and spear and javelin. What the meaning? We are trying all the means to stop this storm. We are failing. Sometimes admit our failure. It's not a fail, but our effort is getting challenged. Muskara. Our effort is getting challenged. For that, even when people go for war, when they see that they're losing, they was able to call some strong army, even to other countries, to come and help them out to fight the enemy. What is the enemy? It's Goliath. What is Goliath? The trouble that we're going through. And don't forget, COVID-19 is one of the Goliaths. COVID-19 is one of the Goliaths. But I mean, we need to wear a mask. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? The Goliath is there. And it's not top fighting, it's pushing. I was reading one of the message. I said, third wave. I said, what did he say? When you see trying to handle the second wave, I saw the third wave. Oh, WCCC Kitchen, Botswana, you're welcome. I can see you there. You are inside the kitchen and you are connected. Yes, you must cook nice chips there and the magunya, because we're going to eat after the service. WCCC Kitchen, Botswana, they're also connected. Though we are in trouble, more than trouble, Goliath is winning. Goliath is winning. Some of us who don't hide, we just tell you that Goliath is winning. But as Goliath is there, there will always be a David. But let me tell you who is a David. It's you. You are the David to your own country. That at the end of the day, you can be able to deliver your country. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you ask the question, what do you have? You have God. David had God. Paul Masio. Do you have God? If you have the God, you can deliver Botswana. If you have God, you become a David that can save your country. If you have God. That's the question. I don't know if you have God, if you don't have. That my hand is clean. I don't want to look unto it. But what God is saying to me, if Paul Masiro have God, he can deliver Botswana. Because there's no other things can deliver Botswana. Only God, through human being, can be able to save. Because God saved the people of Israel through David to come and strike Goliath. God could not come himself. So that shows Paul Masiro can still be David in Botswana to save the country. The people are asking question, who's going to come? God not going to send a person from heaven to save us. He's not going to come across the sea. He's not going to come from the cemetery. He's here. He's here. He's here. In our generation, the David is here in our generation. God knows. You are the David of your country, of your family, of your environment. You are the David. But the problem is, let me say a question. Is God is in you? Rebecca Mutsepele. Is God is in you? Because that's the question. God said to me, if God is in Musikali, he can deliver Botswana. If God is in Evelyn, he can deliver Canada. If God is in Kuto, my Kuto, if God is in you, Mureni Hill can get healed. Mojwa, if God is in you, Malape could have peace. What about Miskari in Ramucho? What about Minister Mahombo? Duko could be in peace. But the question is, Kisilian from Babatuna village, he could be in peace. But people are crying every day. You are there and crying with them. No solution. God told me, everywhere there's a David. Where there's a Goliath, there must be a David. Where there's a David, there must be a Goliath. How people do know David? Unless Goliath must be there. David, no one knew him. David will not be known. Was a boy, even when he came to the battle, they see only small boy. No one knew him. But when Goliath was raised up, that the time David came to be known. God, you just want to be known because you want to be a politician. Like this small boy minister. That is not to be known. You can still help your people, not be a minister, not be a politician. If a politician of Africa, they're only going to take, not to give. If they give, maybe 1%. But most of the time they want to take from us. You can be a David. You can be a David in your country, in your village, in your family, in this entire world. Because the Goliath is existing. What I know, if Goliath is existing, there must be a David that is saying, I come to you. He said, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the army of justice. Can you put your name here? Put your name from Israel to put your name Jolene. We are in trouble, my brother, my sister. The battle is out of our hand. We are losing. we are losing. Though we are pretending, but we are still losing. And you know very well that we are pretending. We need David. We need David intervention. When? Now. Like I said to you, those are not yet in the screen, that I feel sorry for them, because I said to you today, I'm going to visit your houses. I'm not going to take all the time, because we have explained this for quite long. We have been explaining this for quite long. No. We don't want to be talking and talking and talking and talking. No. We have to demonstrate that David is alive.